Divine direction is loaded with wonders. Divine direction is what turns a wanderer to a wonder. Wonder with you. No one will pity you again. People everywhere will come to celebrate you. Example: Saul, before he became king in Israel, was a wanderer. He was looking for his father's sheep, and suddenly he met with a prophet by divine guidance, and he was turned to a wonder. He became king over Israel. He was looking for 2 horses, and he found a throne to sit upon hundreds of thousands of people. Divine direction turned a wanderer into wonder. Deuteronomy is our text for the subject matter, 32 verses 9 to 15. God found Israel in a howling wilderness. Verse 10. He found him in a desert. That's our story. Living in the desert, waste, howling wilderness. But he led him about, instructed him, he protected him as the apple of his eye, as an eagle's thereupon, and all of that. Verse 12. So the Lord alone did lead him. Only God will lead you from now. And there was no mistake, because there was no strange God with him. Verse 13. He made him by leading him. He made him. He started, he led, he made. The leading hand is the making hand. God your leader is God your maker. He led him, he made him, he met him in the wilderness, he led him along the way, and he made him to ride. So divine guidance is the link between the wilderness and your high places. If you want to change level from the wilderness to the high places, you better pray, Lord lead me, Lord lead me, Lord lead me. He made him to ride upon his high places. It's important to be reminded that no sheep ever outgrows the leading of the shepherd. In the school of guidance, there is no graduation. God did not make you to be independent. We will always be God dependent. Always. You will always need God. There is no day you will outgrow needing God. Age or experience notwithstanding. It is divine guidance that validates your sonship. Romans 8:14. As many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the one who qualify to be called the sons of God. Babies, children, are usually tossed to and fro. Children don't have the power of choice because they live in the realm of confusion. Now, get back home tonight. Hold 3 different things in your hand. Ask your baby, do you like this? Yes, mom. Then bring another one. Do you like this? Yes, mom. Bring the 3rd one. Do you like it? Yes, mom. Which one does she not like? Likes everything. But matured people can say, this is what I want. What about this? No, I don't want it. That is when a child graduates to a son. So being led by the Spirit of God is what validates your sonship. As many as are led by the Spirit. And if you are not led, you will be tossed here and there. You will be in confusion. Confusion in life is an indication of babyhood in the faith. Divine guidance is what validates your sonship. There are three basic duties of the shepherd. As we can see from Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. Number one is to feed. To feed. Shepherds feed their flock. Number two is protection. Shepherds protect their flock with the anointing. That anoints my head with the oil. Protection. But number three, which is most crucial, is guidance. Guidance. Without guidance, you cannot be led to where you feed. Without guidance, you cannot be led away from danger to enjoy protection. So the greatest duty of God, our shepherd, to us is to guide us. To guide us. It follows therefore that the highest prayer you can pray to God is to guide you. If you pray for God to give you food and house, you are praying for less. If you are praying for God to protect you, you are praying for less. But if you are praying for guidance, you are praying for all. You are praying for all. That's why if you check through the Bible, all great men focused on praying for God's guidance. Moses' prayer was God's guidance. David's prayer was for guidance. If you pray for guidance, you are praying for all that you will ever need. It's the inexhaustible prayer. You pray for food, you pray for house, it's exhaustible. If you pray for protection, it is limited to time and places. But if you pray for guidance, man, comprehensive prayer. Comprehensive. The highest order of prayer I pray for myself is for God to lead me. Shepherd of my soul, I give you full control. Wherever you may lead, I will follow. I have made my choice to listen for your word. Wherever you may lead, I will go. Jesus came and said to Peter, Peter, follow me, and I will make you. Follow me. And truly, Peter the follower became Peter the leader. God's leading is a highway to our high places. We saw that earlier in Deuteronomy 32, verses 9 to 15. Also in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1, all the way to verse 13. It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice, the Rhema voice and the Logos voice, the voice of the written word and the voice that bears witness with your spirit. If you will do that, then I will set you on high. High places belongs to those who recognize and respond to the voice of God. Goodness and mercy usually follow every believer that is led by the Lord. Psalm 23 verse 1, the Lord is my shepherd, and therefore in verse 6, goodness and mercy shall follow me. Who you follow and how you follow determines what follows you. Follow the Lord. Follow the Lord. Lord, capital L, and you will become a Lord everywhere you go to. Isaiah 48 verse 21. They thirsted not when he led them. They thirsted not when he led them through the desert. You see, desert is not your problem. Divine guidance is your problem. Where you live is not your problem. Following God is your problem. Is he not the owner of everywhere, whether it is desert or forest? He led them through the desert, yet they didn't thirst. He caused water to gush out of the rock for them. Difficulties are not your problem. Following God is your challenge. We saw how Moses followed the Lord, and everything, he ended in high places. Exodus chapter 3, verses 7 to 10, God called him to take the lead. Verses 17 to 20, he went on. Chapter 4, 17 to 20, he went with the Lord. He followed the Lord. How did he end his journey? Deuteronomy 34, verses 10 to 12. Here, the end of a follower. The end of a follower. And there arose not a prophet in Israel, like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face, in all the signs and wonders which the Lord sent him to do in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh, and to all his servants, and to all the land. And in all that mighty hand, and in all the great terror which Moses shewed in the sight of all Israel, he ended a strange man. He ended a strange man. The ways of God may look strange, but it will turn you to a strange man. The way of the Lord may look strange, but it will turn you to a strange man. The way of the Lord may look strange, but it will turn you to a strange man. It may look foolish following God, but it will end up getting your life full of his blessing. Now, having said this, let us look at the cost of misdirection. The cost of misdirection, the danger of not following the ways of God. And we look at three prominent examples in the Bible. Number one is the example of Jonah. The Lord told Jonah, chapter 1, you find the story from verses 1 to 17. Jonah, go to Tarshish. And he said, no, I don't like Tarshish. Or rather, God told him, go to Nineveh. I don't like Nineveh. I want to go to Tarshish. He ended up in the belly of a fish. It took mercy to rescue him. It took mercy to rescue him. Watch how you move. Don't go to a place because others are going there. Don't do a thing because others are doing it. Ask, Lord, which way are you leading me? That was the secret of triumph of David. Wrong direction will always end in wrong destination. There is a destination ordained for you by God, and he is the one who can lead you in the direction. He knows the end, so let him take you through the path. He knows the end, let him take you through the path. The problem you and I have is that we don't know the end, yet we want to choose the path. You can only follow the path to the end that you know. Now that you don't know the end, let the one who knows the end take you through the path. You don't know tomorrow, therefore let him lead you today. Let him lead you today. Number two example is Peter. Peter the apostle, the foremost, number one apostle of Jesus Christ, the one to whom Jesus handed the administration of the church after he left.